important conversation for Arsenal fans out there. What do you think will win in this season? What do you think um, this season is going to deliver, right? I know we're all obsessed with winning the Premier League title. This is a trophy that's absolutely eluded us for a very, 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 very long time. We are starving. We cannot wait. We cannot wait until it is mathematically impossible for us to be caught on the table. We want to win the Premier League so bad. It's so important. It's so paramount for us to leave the season winning the Premier League. But maybe we need to look at this from a different standpoint, right? This season, whether we like it or not, is an aggregate of years of work to get to this point. Let's break it down. What do I mean by an aggregate of years of work to get to this point? One of the things that was synonymous with Mikel Arteta, especially after the very first season in England or as a coach, as a head coach of Arsenal Football Club, the first 6 months, he won an FA Cup title, right? And that is the only trophy, unless you want to count Community Shield as titles. That is the only official trophy that I can put down and say, this is the work of my success. But what that trophy also symbolizes is the team or the teams that Mikel Arteta has built over that period of time haven't won anything, right? The Salibas, the Gabriel, the Declan Rice, £100 million midfielder transfer, the Martin Odegaard, our captain, El Capitan, they have not won anything together. They've consistently competed for the Premier League title, and oftentimes, due to the lack of squad depth, due to the lack of the luck of the draw, right? When you look at the FA Cup draw this season as an example, we've played what Marcus Field, and now I hope I'm saying that right. And now we're going to be playing Portville away, Southampton away from home, right? That is the luck of the draw that you can never actually factor in during squad building. But this was never a problem for a team like Manchester City, the Manchester United, the Liverpool of recent time, because these teams, whether we like it or not, they were stocked on multiple 40, 50, 60 million pounds players in their squad. They beefed up the squad over time. Man City have the luxury of players like Riyad Mahrez, sometimes on the bench, Sterling, you have Leroy Sané, Kevin De Bruyne position, you have Foden playing the same position, you have Bernardo Silva, the deep line position, you have Fernandinho. Like, this is a team that has colonized this league. They've changed the direction of travel. They've changed the direction of flow of the Premier League in the sense that they are able to compete on multiple fronts, and that you can see the result of that success in Manchester City. I think they won 3 League Cups back to back to back League Cups. They've won the FA Cup, I think once under Pep, but they're able to compete on multiple fronts at the same time. This is the first season where Arsenal can say, yes, we have a squad that can rival teams in Europe. Some Arsenal fans have gone as far as saying that we have one of the best squad in Europe. I would say maybe top 5, top 10, we're going to be there. But look at the Manchester City squad. It's insane. Any little drop off, they go in January and back Maguire and Semenyo. But this conversation is not about Manchester City. This conversation is about Arsenal, and the reason I think we're on the precipice of major success. We're on the precipice of winning multiple honors. And that is because for the first time in 20 years, we have an elite first team coach, we have elite playing staff, we have elite footballers, and we also have a management that wants to win. Because the only way we can win, the only way we can compete is do things that these teams have done in the past. And what are the things that the Manchester City, the Chelsea, and the Liverpool have done? Have an elite coach, have an elite first team, have a very good squad, right? You have Merino against Aston Villa as an example. He came in for Declan Rice. We're all panicking. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Blah 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 blah. We smashed it, right? Madueke in place of Saka this season. Is he at the upper echelon or that level of Saka's talent? No. But what Madueke gives you is 1v1 ability, threat in behind, just constant running and pressure dribbling. He's a good player. He's a good deputy. The 52 million pounds that we paid Chelsea to get Madueke is one of the reasons we're still in the title race. Right? It's one of the reasons that we don't have to rush Bukayo Saka back from injury and compound his fitness, especially for the tail end of the season. We are definitely primed. We're delicately poised to win multiple trophies this season. So the Arsenal fans out there believe. We're also getting lucky we were never lucky under Mikel. Like, we get the worst draws. In the last 5 years, we've had Manchester United, I think, twice in the first round of the FA Cup. We've had Liverpool. We've had Manchester City in the season where we're competing to win the league. We had Manchester City. We did Manchester City twice towards the tail end of the season because we faced them. We didn't even face them in the quarterfinals, semifinals, stuff like that. We're facing them right out of the gate. No breathing space at a point in the season where we needed to rotate the squad. We can't do that because we needed to play Manchester City. And we don't even, so when you start seeing some signs of, oh wow, what is going on here? We're getting Port Vale. Oh wow, I think we got Port Vale in the Carabao Cup. We're getting Crystal Palace at the Emirates. You start thinking, wow, we can win it all. Nobody has ever done a quadruple, so that's a pipe dream. I agree. I 100% agree. If Arsenal are going to end up with multiple trophies, even if it's 2 trophies, we're going to need some luck along the way. We're going to play Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final. We're competing, and we're the favorites to win the Premier League. We are one of the favorites to win the Champions League, and we have an easier path to get to the semi-final. So if we do the things that we need to do right, if we keep our head straight, if we're able to maintain our level and increase intensity, because I think we're going to need higher intensity towards the end of the season if we want to win these big trophies. Nothing is going to be more beautiful than if we're able to deliver multiple on. Imagine us winning a treble of Premier League, Champions League, and the Carabao Cup. That is the greatest season in the history of Arsenal Football Club. And this manager, the much maligned manager in Mikel, is the person that has been treated with ridicule sometimes, the person that is spoken about with lies. There's so many lies about Mikel that I can never understand, might just deliver one of the greatest seasons of our life and might bring one of the most joyful moments most Arsenal fans have ever had supporting this club. So if you're out there, I don't know if this video is gonna get to the players. Believe. You've done a lot of work to get to this point, so you gotta believe at this point that we're gonna get the job done. If you've remained so far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the content, and stay blessed. Goodbye. Come on, you Gunners.